Cast. Hell yeah, how goes it? I'm gonna go do something in my house real quick and I'm gonna be right back. Nice. It is chill, you say. That's great to hear. We love when the day is chill. Oh, I need to fix my stream chat, though. I can't see anything. Is it still working? Yeah, it's still working. Okay. I didn't. There we go. There we go. How was work for you today? What is the method? Honestly, in my head, I feel like what I focus on the most to aim is the speed, like the aim speed, if that makes sense. So like when it's really close together circles, I hardly move, which makes sense. Like that sounds kind of dumb to say, but I don't know if there's really a fully method that makes sense for most people. I just like try to anticipate in my head the speed of the stream or burst or whatever. And sometimes you're way off and then you just fuck up, but that's kind of what helps me keep consistency with that. And sometimes like playing a earlier part in the map will help you guess the speed at which you need to move for certain streams. It's just hard though. There's no like surefire. Obviously, I'm not an expert, so I can't even like speak educatedly. The other thing that I notice helps with aiming, is if you are in a map with a lot of streams and bursts, really, really focus on the first one because then note lock doesn't eat you up. And you probably already knew that, to be honest, so it's probably not that informational. Work was kind of crap, though. What's going on at work? Oh, that one roof that you sent the picture of that had the tarp over the temporary supports or whatever. Oh no. I bet that's not a fun project. Oh my god, what was that? All crooked and shit? Damn. You can't be having a roof crooked. Oh. Oh damn, it's like a tin roof then, kinda, huh? Height differences of up to 15 millimeters. Damn. So like the tiny fucking metal makes it super obvious. You're like seeing daylight. Yeah, that sucks. Having to fix that on a whole roof. Is it like a industrial building? That's why it's like a tin roof? That stuff makes me think of like farm buildings over here in America. Like machine sheds and pig barns and stuff like that. Oh, it's a barn. Cool, cool. I wasn't even expecting that. No! As soon as you said that, I was just totally crashed it. Let me try this version. This version's harder to aim, in my opinion. I want better aim, though. Oop. No. No. Also, I've learned something about my own grip and aim and the way I hold the pen that's helped me. I extend my fingers a little bit when I go horizontal, and I need to do that less because I realize I don't like come back to the resting position sometimes, and that's where my aim gets really fucky. So like sometimes I'll be trying to come back on a 1-2 and my fingers will be way out here, so my wrist is compensating correctly, but my fingers are way out here, so it's not gonna hit. I'm like slowly realizing that over time. Ooh, I haven't touched this map in years. Why not? Oh, sick, hell yeah. Let me, I did not realize you were in VC. Oh, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm jumping in, as long as you're okay with being in the stream audio. You don't have to, either. Nice. I mean, let's be real, it's just us here, anyway.
Yeah.
It did it again. It didn't make the stupid... I need to take that off and see if the regular sound comes back.
Is it important to you?
No, but it's a audio reminder that I'm in a channel, and I feel like
True.
it's probably my cope, but it makes it less likely I'll forget and stay in the channel for a whole day.
True.
I couldn't believe I did that the other day.
But you just like them.
I hung out for probably like 5 hours in the channel without realizing, and then Doctor was like, "Oh wait, I'm almost home," and then we talked for like a couple minutes.
Also, I was thinking the sheet metal, because this, I know a thing or two about this.
Oh yes.
What's usually on like industrial buildings and stuff, the kind of cheap stuff, is corrugated sheet metal.
Yes.
And it has very regular, patterns.
Yes.
Either if it's wavy, either if it's smooth or with sharp angles.
Yes, like the embossings are a specific, like, consistent across the metal.
That is not what we're doing.
Oh.
Instead, we're doing, I don't even know what the English word is, but I can send an image.
Oh, sure.
What it looks like. This is a pretty good image. So it gives a bit of scale. Yeah, we have rolls of just flat sheet metal that you put into a machine that takes up seams at each end.
Oh.
And then it's like 600 millimeters between there. And then you put them in each other and you lock it with another thing.
I see.
And that's what we're
so it's
down.
like you're using a sheet of raw metal and like crimping the roof together. That's crazy. I couldn't find the word I wanted to say. Crimp is not a word I use very often, but it makes sense here.
Yeah. Because of this, you get these large flat areas that are laying directly on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And this sheet metal is incredibly soft or like malleable to go through the machines. And so if you leave a single screw in there, it's going to be obvious.
Oh,
it forms a bulge, and you can see that like from a mile away.
Oh yeah. So you gotta be extra careful working on this stuff.
You have to be careful, and you have to have a very nice and smooth layer to put it on. Which is not what we have.
Yes, you're trying to make it smooth after it was hacked together. Damn, that sucks. And it looks like, was it raining when you were doing this stuff too?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Bummer. Working on a roof in the rain has got to be one of the worst, like, weather type work environments. Next to being like underwater in a cave.
True, that's like a whole other level.
Yeah.
am not really looking forward to when it starts to snow.
Oh God, yeah. You're gonna have a lot of
I
it
mean,
too over in Sweden.
yeah. At today it was cold enough that there was frost on the roof when we got there.
Aha.
Because we also start pretty early, so you know it's like an ice rink. You
Yeah,
get
you gotta be careful, I bet. Like, falling off the roof with
yeah.
the ice is no joke. Some people fucking
You,
stop
you
working
basically can't
entirely.
do anything.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So do you have to ice melt it all, or what's the protocol?
I I think uh mm, okay, I think with some sunlight you can walk on it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's extra important to wear a harness.
Yes.
Um I don't know if you like have to melt it somewhere. I mean, they're like damage the roof, maybe. I
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna
know.
say, like, they probably wouldn't put any kind of salt or heat to it because the metal is so soft.
Yeah. Or like when you put the metal, then it's done. But walking around on the roofing felt, uh,
Can cause indentions and
that gets
stuff.
yeah, it can like mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also can get quite slippery when it's frosty. Like the metal, if it's frosty, that's like actual ice. You can't get any grip on that.
Literal ice rink.
Literally an ice rink. The felt at least has a bit of texture.
Some sort of actual traction, so you're just not at the mercy of the gravity.
Yeah. And
Man.
the roof is 30 degrees, like
Yeah,
inclination.
it's steep. That is not
It's
a
pretty
shallow
steep.
incline. That's very steep. I don't even know what the normal roof pitch is in America, but that seems pretty steep.
It is pretty steep. Like it's a fucking huge thing. It's
And it's like an
ridiculous.
actual barn. Is it for like animals are going to be in there eventually?
I think it's meant to be a space where horses can ride around in there.
Oh, very cool.
That's indoors.
We love indoor horse tracks or whatever it is.
I don't think
Amazing.
it's a track
Wow,
because it's not that
like
big,
a
but they can like
storage. Yeah, there's not a lot of dirt in
horse
there or
storage.
something.
I don't know. They're gonna like run around or something. It's like a cathedral in there. I don't get why they made the roof so high. It's ridiculous.
Maybe some fancy horses are going to be in there.
Maybe, or maybe the owner just has way too much money and
Yeah.
he's like a multi-billionaire or something.
He needs to spend $1 million this tax season.
Exactly.
God, isn't that the worst? Like, knowing that there's people out there that have to spend their money so they don't get some of it taken away. Suffering from success, literally. I was talking about this the other day at work with somebody, how like the place where I grew up is a pretty poor rural farm area, but everyone's like for every 10 poor farm people, there's like a really rich farm family, and I went to class with a lot of them, and they'd talk about like, oh yeah, we had to spend $250,000 so we built an addition on our house, and I'm like, what the hell? How does this even make sense? Like, isn't this government
Wait, they
loans in
had
the
to
first
spend?
place? Yeah, because their income, they're lying on their income every year, so they have to show that they're only making like 40,000 or less a year or some shit. So they
What?
make all these business expenses at the end of the year to make the balance lower, and that's just what a lot of farmers
What?
do. Yep.
What?
And
So they
because
just do random shit?
yes, and then it's kind of a fucked system. It's part of why money isn't real too. So like they take out loans to get equipment and do stuff on their farm, and then the revenue that they get from that, part of it is also subsidized by the government. And they get to cheat on their taxes. So there's this really weird loophole of like they can keep gaining assets and borrowing against them while accumulating wealth if they're in the upper echelons of farming. It's really just like fucked up.
What?
Makes no sense, really.
What? The
Like,
US is not a real country.
yeah, dude, the rich get richer, and then it's like they don't even have to try that hard. And here we are, normal people, wage slaving.
For real.
Not to be all revolutionary about it, but it's just one of those things that you notice in life, and you're like, damn, it must be nice.
It's true.
And everybody's got an unfair edge in some way, so some people's is just their family is rich farmers. The other thing that sucks, I was
unfair edge.
It made me think of it too. The reason I was talking about it at work was because those farmers' kids applied for scholarships, and I'm sure you're familiar with the investor Warren Buffett. Do you like know who he is? Okay, he's a guy from Nebraska, and his daughter has this really famous scholarship that's offered to Nebraska kids. That's like a full ride and whatever. And all you do to apply for it is like write this essay or whatever, and then you have to financially qualify. Of course, all these farmers' kids are applying for it, and the people in my class that got it were only rich farm kids.
Wait, you have to finance? Isn't the point of a scholarship to like give people a chance that they don't have because of economics?
Right, but they're trying to set it up where they're determining if you're in need of it or not. So because they're lying on their actual income for federal taxes, they get to say, "Oh, we're so poor. We're only making 25,000. We can apply for this scholarship." When in reality, they just purchased 3 tractors for $1 million or whatever. Yep, that's the standard procedure.
Okay.
It's so annoying.
So yeah,
Say what's on your mind. You don't have to hold back.
I'm thinking about like how much nicer it would be if we could, if whoever's in charge and whoever's paying wasn't such a fucking cheapskate. Like, this roof is not going to be very good. We're trying our best, but it's going to be kind of ass.
Right.
So, like, there's only so much you can do, and it could theoretically be fixed with more money and time, and you know, maybe if they had some foresight and then, like, I don't know, hire a bunch of drunkards to build the foundation for us to lay the roof on. But you know,
people that make foundations are so like hit and miss. I feel I learned that from my dad because like he knew a bunch of concrete people and knew like the woes of it. So I've heard all sorts of horror stories of people that pour concrete. Are we talking about like the actual building, not the ground floor?
Or I meant more
like the walls.
Like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like there's these pre-made blocks that you can lift into place that have insulation and everything.
Oh, it's like a pre-made truss for the roof almost. That's what they call it in English, I think. I don't know if it's the same.
The truss makes me think of as like a framework, but it's like a full-on block that's completely filled, and then they.
And is it for the roof or is it for a different part?
It's for the roof, and it has roofing felt already, and they're designed to interlock and everything.
Interesting.
But yeah, they're kind of placed like crap and aren't at the same height, and the felt is all fucked. And it's like there's these metal plates that are structural. We can't get rid of them, or we could theoretically, but it would be a huge fucking hassle, and it sticks up like half a centimeter, and they're just like in a line, and so you know that's gonna be extremely obvious. We're gonna have to do our best to try and smooth that out, but you know,
isn't the owner gonna notice too? Like,
yep, I mean it's gonna be noticeable. You're gonna be able to see it from the ground, like, oh, that's where the seam between the roof lattices is. Like, okay, you can just point it out, but you know, there's like not much we can do about it at this point. It's also winter is approaching, so like, and everything we do has to be balanced against the fact that if it rains or like gets in, it's all fucked, and it's like, Jesus
goddamn
Christ.
weather is always gonna be in the back of your mind. Oh,
And there's already a bunch of water in the insulation inside the
oh,
blocks. So they're gonna
lovely.
have to like dry that out. They were talking about maybe replacing it so they like tear up everything and then put in new
Oh,
insulation. That's gonna take like a month, and like we can't work. It's just a fucking disaster.
yeah,
This
time
whole
is not
goddamn
infinite.
project
I feel like that's such a
is.
company work story. Like, oh, now we're in this hole, and the only reasonable method we have to get ourselves out is to try and make it work with what we have instead of starting over, because starting over is not an option, even if it's the most reasonable course.
It's like I don't. Or I think starting over at this point, and like laying down new lattice, or no, that's like actually the indoors.
Mhm.
They have to be done with that in 2 weeks,
Oh shit!
and everything in the roof there is screwed into these lattices, so like
Right.
we can't get rid of them. So it's like you basically start over from having a foundation and the like big pillars that hold up and the walls. Like that's what you have, and then everything else, a couple,
Hmm.
thousand man hours of work. You just get rid
Damn.
of that. Like Jesus Christ. Thank God I'm not in management. Like,
Yeah.
can't,
That's why I avoid that like the plague.
they're the ones who caused this, though. I think, or they're gonna get the responsibility because like they should have taken a look and seen like what the hell are you guys doing? We can't put sheet metal on this.
Yeah,
Like,
they should have decided before anybody put a literal first piece on, we gotta fix this, or like somebody should have
or
stepped in.
they should have known that like this has to be a really smooth surface. Every little bump is gonna show. It's what a
Something,
fucking
I don't know
mess.
if this is true for your workplace, but the field of management in the workplace kind of has a tendency to draw in some of the worst people.
I do not have enough experience to say whether this is true or not.
Good. The only reason I really say that is because it kind of goes back to like certain people shouldn't have power, and the people that want power seek it. And a workplace is a really easy place for people to get power to feel better about their life and shit. So like even something as simple as like my coworker, for instance, cool enough guy, he's got his own quirks. He should not have any fucking authority because the little IT authority that he has, he wields it like an iron fist. He'll like tell people shit like, "Oh, you shouldn't plug in your phone to the computer because it could get us a virus. I saw it happen before and I know what I'm talking about." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, "What?
Oh,
You're an IT, bro." That's just like a very surface level type example. It goes much beyond that when you think of like corporations and CEOs and that ladder system. Usually the most like cutthroat people make it to the top because they do that type of shit, you know? Also, people can just suck.
true. Oh yeah, and like the cherry on top of everything, it takes 1 hour to drive there.
Oh, to
An
that work
hour,
site?
yes, an
God
hour
damn.
one way.
Yeah, that's quite a
Uh,
commute.
Indeed. So I have to wake up at like 5:30 a.m. and then my coworker picks me up slightly after 6 a.m. And then we just drive
And when you get up that
for an
early, it
hour.
feels like your day is so long, but it's full of just work.
True. Um, it's pitch black when I wake up. It's like literal nighttime because it's winter.
Right? You're like, no one, not even the birds are up.
Exactly. Bleh.
It's like me getting up for the morning shift at Tyson at 4 in the morning.
Oh, damn.
That yeah, that kind of lets the seasonal depression get started early when winter comes
True.
around. At least I hear people complaining about that a lot. I have enough on my own. I don't notice the seasonal.
It's just a rounding error.
Right. Just throw it on the heap.
The more I talk about this project, the more I realize what a fucking mess it is. And it's like, Jesus Christ, this is a disaster. We could have gone so much better. There's so many things that could have been so much better. Oh my god.
Now, if you say this stuff at work, they'll start thinking, hey, maybe you could be a manager. Oh.
No.
And then they'll send you some papers, and then you'll get a nice little pay bonus. Maybe even salary. Isn't that? Oh my god. Part of me wants to get on a salary type employment, but I also really don't, because I know all the things that comes with it. Oh, in America, the common like salary versus hourly. If you're hourly, you get paid by as many hours as you work, and then like you can do overtime, you can do less than your regular by a certain amount or whatever. Salaried is the yearly compensation is outlined in a contract, and you basically get that, but that gives the company leverage to make you work more than a regular 8-hour shift or whatever. Like your shift becomes fluid. And like a lot of salary people love, like they dive into that. Like CEOs pride themselves on working from beginning of the day to the end and all that BS, you know. So I am not like, there's perks to it too, because sometimes they leave early and it doesn't matter because they get to have their cake and eat it too.
Right.
But for a normal peon, you probably don't get that kind of treatment. I'm talking about myself.
That's the turkey leg they dangle in front of you to make you pick a salary.
Exactly. They're like, oh, you can set your own schedule. Just make sure you're meeting deadlines. Sometimes you gotta burn the midnight oil, you know.
Something that is very nice about this company is we have a schedule where we work 8.5 hours per day, Monday to Thursday, and then Fridays we work 6 hours.
That's pretty good.
It's very nice. But it's kind of silly. Since this project is an hour away, we haven't gone there on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
But tomorrow we're gonna have to, because I don't know. There's because of some stupid crap. I don't know.
A deadline is approaching.
Something like that. They have to like dry out the water from the insulation.
Oh.
And we have to put whatever. I don't even know why. Whatever.
It seems like they're making you guys do a lot of different tasks. It seems like they're not contracting people for this. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like they just throw it onto us. Or we do have other people helping us. There's like two. I think they're from Poland. I don't know what company they work for. They're just kind of there, or they're like, they helped put a bunch of tarps over, and we've been like working together to get this done. And then we got two dudes that our boss like contracted in to help with the felt, but they kind of suck and are a little bit incompetent. Also supposed to be 3 people, but we just got 2 for some reason.
Oh, lovely. And of course
the third one was sick or whatever.
And of course they're not good help.
Yeah, they're kind of they can't like put the roof. They can't put the felt down straight and stuff. It's bleh. And then they stand around and wow,
you
so
would
much to
think
complain about.
Putting down felt was like one of the main. I guess is that their actual like job, or have
like
they just been
thing.
like tasked? Yeah, it is their thing. So you're like, what the hell are these guys doing?
I was told they were like the elite.
They're the guys. They're the guys your boss called. You think like they're the professionals, you know? God. It's so crazy, the old, like, when you get out into the working world and you see incompetence like that, it just makes you realize that not everybody has their shit figured out, and sometimes it's very obvious.
Not everybody is as anxious as you are.
Right. Not everybody's as self-aware as you are, or concerned about their own like perception, appearance, all that.
Right.
Sometimes it's good to be reminded in that way.
Putting down roofing felt and getting it straight with no creases is like literally the easiest thing ever. Because, I mean, you know, if you like push together a carpet, it'll get a bump in it, you know?
Right.
It's that effect that you want to avoid. And so the way you do it is you just tension it, you just pull on it and you wiggle around a bit. Oh, and like, oh, now it's flat. And the edges are straight from the factory. So if it's flat, then the edges are straight, everything's straight, it's a straight line, great, boom, perfect. But they messed it up somehow. I don't even know, man.
It's like you're starting from an already fucked place.
Yeah, and we have to
be the foundation.
We have to match the previous lines. Like we have to have a certain amount of overlap, but then that line just bends, and so we have to bend. But even though you're not supposed to, and it's blah 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 blah.
Duct tape and paperclip job.
True. I just want this to get, like, they get their stuff going, and then we can do our job of building a sheet metal roof. That is our thing. I want to do the thing I spent the year learning, not this other crap.
Yes, I feel that way about my job sometimes too. Like the place I'm at now, they're constantly making me do shit that's like not really IT, but I can't say no because there's nobody else to do it. And like this fucking bullshit about like reporting, they constantly want data reported in these dumb little Excel spreadsheets just so that they can show it on a fucking TV to these board members. And I'm like, half the time
that's your responsibility.
It is, right. And they're like, oh, we didn't see this last month from you. Our meeting was this morning and I didn't check until 7 a.m. Where's my fucking report? And I'm just like, it's not my fault you didn't check until the night before, motherfucker. Like, A, if it was that important, you would have told me, and B, I know it's not important because you've had the meeting without it. Like, it really grinds my gears because my boss is just doing what they're told and is like helping remind me and like giving me tips on like how to make these interactions not happen. But I'm stubborn about it in my head and like don't want to do it because I know how frivolous it is. So I'm like kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, but I am not paid enough to care more.
Dude, that's the mantra to live by.
It feels shitty to say it a little like as directly and plainly as that, but that's the truth of it. Like they are not paying me enough to care this much about their little bullshit.
They can like hire a secretary to make their Excel spreadsheets for them.
And like it's not even that. The reason that they're asking someone like me to do it is because my old boss kind of filled his time during the day with that stuff. He wasn't really doing a lot of IT. So now they have this weird perception of, oh, an IT person can just do all this stuff really fast for us and they'll do it like a machine and all this. And I'm like, I didn't anticipate any of this walking into this place. But yeah. Definitely no plan on staying here forever, so it's not like I'm the world is crashing down or anything.
That's a good attitude.
Yes.
And maybe it's that they're so crap with computers they can't efficiently like manage just an Excel spreadsheet, just putting data in,
right?
And they don't want to learn it. So it's like
you're exactly right, because that guy has made all of these fancy looking ones, and that's what they love. They gush over those. They're like, "Oh, we really need this," when it's just a fucking spreadsheet of all things.
Blah.
Yeah, I would care a little more if it was information that like was needed by the government or something like that. No, in most cases it's like a graph or a fucking like chart that someone will look at and say, oh yeah, we improved from last year. Anyways, the budget, you know, like it's such a menial thing that they're almost always is being blown up into something that it's not. Or not like, I don't even know how I'm trying to like say it. I know it's not important, and I'm not gonna play this game of pretending that it's very important, is how I'm trying to say it.
The base.
Also, they need to fucking hire a third person. Like, I was hired as a third person. I want us to have 3 people. I've dying on that hill. My other coworker is kind of useless. Not to talk too badly of him, but like the transition we had to Microsoft Teams, he kind of made it seem like he had this thing, this script ready that was gonna do a whole bunch of stuff, and like, of course, if something sounds too cool and good to be true, it is. Well, he didn't know what he was doing. He was just using AI to write the script. Oh, I think I even said this in that Discord channel.
Bleh.
Yeah.
It's...
You couldn't make it up. Like.
Bleh.
And of course, the day before this is supposed to be like put into place, he calls me at the end of the day. Hey, I can't get my thing to work.
Oh, and it's like, oh, then of course I'm gonna help you.
Right, and so instead of like sitting down and like trying to figure something out at the end of the day, I just said, well, we'll look at it tomorrow. And basically I was letting him either figure it out or not, so that way when tomorrow came around, whatever happened. And it did kind of work to my favor, because my boss got really pissed at him because he did lie. He was telling her the whole time, like, oh yeah, everything's good, there's nothing, we're gonna be all good, I made sure it was good, basically just repeating that. So she got really pissed at him. And hopefully over time, or just this instance, will kind of change the narrative of, oh, we're doing just fine with 2 people. I'm not doing fine with just the 2 of us.
Put that in a fancy graph.
Literally. The amount of times I fix Brian's problems in a day. As you can see by this graph, the hours... As you can see by this graph.
I am working 2 jobs. As you can see.
There's a old Donkey meme. Do you know Donkey, the YouTuber?
Video game Donkey.
Yes.
Yeah, I know him.
There's a really old League video where he was making fun of like a girl League of Legends team. And there's a part where there's like, as you can see by this graph, MF is the best right now. There's so many quotable moments from that video. Here's a cup. No! I'm not afraid of cups! I'm gonna put that in the Discord. That's such a good video. Anyways, that was a random tangent. I cut you off when you were trying to say something I didn't mean to.
I don't even remember.
Damn it!
It was something stupid.
I did the thing.
It's like, as you can see by this, I was gonna say, as you can see by this graph, I spend more time at his computer than mine.
Yes. Oh shit. Never mind. Okay, I thought it was way later than it was. I have like 10 more minutes, I think, before I gotta go.
Damn. Oh shit, I need to like go now, because it's 9 p.m. almost for me.
And you gotta get up hella early.
I have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. You know, if I want to get 8 hours of sleep, I have to be asleep in half an hour.
You are very disciplined.
It's not gonna happen.
My brain sees that and calculates the amount of time, and I'm just like, I'll live off 6. And then I look at the clock a little bit later, I'm like, maybe 5, maybe 4.
I'm like gonna die at work if I do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend intentionally. It's just my lack of discipline. I very much lack discipline.
I'm just thinking about how much of a fucking mess it is that this goddamn work site. Like,
doesn't it
Jesus
suck
Christ.
knowing that's just where you're gonna go right first thing in the morning? Like,
Right.
ugh.
At least I'm only gonna be working for about 4 hours because 6 hour total work and 2 hours in the car, so
Yes.
something at least. Or like we're not gonna get anything done because like the first 2 hours of the day it's just gonna be like too much frost to walk on the roof. It's like, what are we even gonna do?
And there's
How are
probably
we
not a
supposed
lot you
to
can just
work
like
in
preemptively.
December?
Yeah, there's probably not like a lot you can
Ah,
even preemptively do before the ice gets off there.
right. There isn't. It's I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna like clean or something.
Every manager's favorite random busy work activity. Cleaning.
Just go clean, bro.
Probably one of the worst moments I felt as a young adult working was in a factory at the West Point Dairy. There was a time where like the system was down or like there was something going on where they couldn't run the factory. And instead of like having us do anything else, they literally gave us brooms and had us like stand in the same area and sweep for like 2.5, 3 hours. And I was like,
Bruh.
the floor is not even dirty. Like I'm literally going behind pallets to see if there's even a crumb to sweep. Like that was one of the most soul crushing days ever. Made it that much worse when this did start back up.
I'm thinking if they fucking decide that, oh, we have to replace the insulation, so just tear up this roofing felt for actually the third time.
I hope they don't. I really hope they don't for your
I'm
sake.
gonna tear it off with rage.
Yes.
And I mean, they're the ones paying for this ridiculous amount of construction material that they're just wasting from incompetence.
Yep, throwing money in a hole.
And, like, okay, so like the manager, or like, I think he's like the manager of the work, of the some whatever.
Like overseer, foreman.
Direct translation is work leader.
I see.
He's been talking with, I'm a apprentice still, but he's been talking with the guy who's like in charge of us, from our company, who's yeah.
I see.
Because everything's such a mess, and where was I going with this? I forgot. Bleh.
Authoritative.
Yeah, he said that they spent 12,000 krona, or like $1,200 on tape.
Damn.
On waterproof tape. Because
stuff
because
costs.
we had to put up tarps, and because this roof is so fucking shit, we had to put this tape on the seams between the tarps, because it's not enough to just put them over each other like on every other roof ever. No, this roof.
Oh yes, of course.
It's more hole than roof.
Yeah.
So you have to.
We have to use the expensive ass tape to try and mitigate. We got to use flex tape.
Exactly. It's the Swedish equivalent of flex tape, and it smells like a specific brand of ice cream.
Whoa, that's cool.
Kind of funny. It's also super sticky, so it's like annoying. But I mean, I guess that's the point.
Yeah. Very interesting. I wonder how it will look in the end.
Me too.
Let's see. I'm gonna play a cut version and then probably have to go. Why is this AR8?
Yeah.
Yep, nope. 7.5, even worse.
Hands tired. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've said how large the roof is. Let me just do a quick unit conversion here. It's 30,000 square feet.
Jesus! That's not a small roof.
So everything, all this shit with replacing the roofing felt and everything, we have to do on 30,000 square feet.
It's a lot of material. Holy. That's like as big as the Tyson factory, dude. I gotta imagine it's pretty close. That's like that's like a half mile. How long is the building?
The building is 80 meters, like the side we're on is 80 meters long and then 15 meters tall. Or I can do the American
No,
conversion here.
that all makes sense to me. I'm guessing
Right.
80 is close to like 320 or not 320, 250 some feet. Wait, is my math correct? You said 80?
It's 260 and a half feet
nice.
long, or it's a bit under 80 meters, and then about 50 feet tall, or like from the peak to the bottom. And then the other side, it's like has two different inclinations, so there's the total there is like I don't even know.
Damn.
It's like 100 feet total, and it's also 200 feet wide, or 260 feet wide.
Yeah, big fucking building.
It's fucking huge. So we're gonna have to remove probably like probably a couple tons of like metric tons of roofing felt in total, or some shit.
Oh, I hope not.
I'm just estimating the weight of it all. I am kind of hoping that like something goes so horribly wrong that we can't do anything until like a couple months in the future, because by then spring is rolling around.
Yes. Please bring a delay.
But please don't bring a delay so that it's like we're working around Christmas time on this fucking crap.
Yeah, that's a very careful what you wish for sure. Like, please, not this delay. I want a delay after the new year.
I want a huge delay or no delay. Or,
yes.
Yeah.
You better stop construction completely for multiple months or not at all.